I'm not going to call this a comeback video. I'm not. And the reason why is because I've probably made 10 comeback videos in the past 2-3 years, and every single time I say I'm going to switch the content I'm making, and then I make one video, on that new topic, and then I go radio silent. So I'm not going to lie to you guys and say I'm making a return to YouTube. What I'm going to tell you is I'm going to try to get my feet wet in YouTube again, try to dabble in some stuff. So I don't want to post Fortnite anymore. I don't. I'm not as good as I used to be at the game, and I accept that, but I've really considered doing occasional streams, maybe Friday, Saturday night streams. Now, I'm sure you guys have seen the leaks out there saying this Chapter 1 Season 5 is coming back. I am 100% going to stream the day that comes out. The second I get off work, I am running home, I'm getting on Fortnite, and I'm going to stream that night. Now, depending on where the game goes after this whole Chapter 1 Season 5 reboot, I may consider continuing streaming the game. If not, I may choose a different game, because I hate Fortnite right now. When UEFN came out and they added Atlas Royale and Reboot Royale, the creators that made it, I still play it. I haven't played a normal match of Battle Royale because I hate the game how it is. Once again, I get it, I'm not where I used to be with the game, but the game itself has become way too overcomplicated. Too many movement mechanics, the augments, the weapons, the map, the exotics, everything is just too much. It's not pure Fortnite anymore, and I don't enjoy that. I enjoy a pure Battle Royale, and it is no longer that. It started to fall away from that concept in Chapter 2, and it only got worse. Now, if the player feedback is good from this Chapter 1 Season 5 reboot, and Epic actually listens to the community and learns from it, I will get my feet wet in streaming every single Friday playing Fortnite. And as far as videos go, I wouldn't post any Fortnite content. The reason why is because Fortnite content has just become so boring. You either have the news leakers, you either have the people that make skits, or you have just the same montages that you watch over and over and over again, and they just become the same repetitive thing. Now, if I'm going to make YouTube videos, they are going to be basic vlog videos. They're not going to be over edited, they're just going to be more raw style videos. And what would I do those videos on? I'm going to do 2 cringy jump cuts right now, and one of them is going to be to the car. Alright, so it's about 8 o'clock at night. I just got off work, and I'm going to do a little tour of the 240 and what I've done to it in the past year. I think I made a video over a year ago on this thing. Now, when I show you guys, it's going to seem like I didn't do a lot, but my build sheet right now is at about $9,000. So although it may not look like a lot, there's a lot of bits and pieces that I've done to get it to where it is right now. So the last video I made, I put the 180SX taillights in. I got that kit, I threw that in, and I'm pretty sure that's the last video I did on this entire car. I also put on the Type X bumper. So along with the taillights, the Type X was only available in Japan. And I sourced these parts from Japan. It's really hard to find them now. So I put the bumper on, these little marking lights, and then these turn signals. These side markers are also on the 180SX. They're a little bit different than the one that's available in the States. And also these little fender flares. As far as like the rear end and underneath, the entire subframe, suspension components, everything is out of the car. And that gave me the opportunity to paint as much as I can up to the transmission underneath the car. Hard lines are painted. I got a couple parts mocked up and ready. That's been powder coated. Fuel tank has been painted. The underside has been, I put like a rubberized undercoating on it so it doesn't get scratched. I just got to put one more bolt in there, and the fuel tank is ready to go back in. In the future, I want to build big power with this car. And if you make big power, you need to stop quick. So what did I do for that? First thing I did was went with a 5-lug conversion opposed to the 4-lug. I'm running dual calipers as well. So I got Dynolite Willwoods that I'm gonna do dual calipers. One's gonna be for my hydraulic e-brake and one of them is gonna be for my brake pad. So these are 4-piston calipers. I'll be able to stop quicker. I got slotted and semi-drilled rotors to go with the whole setup. And that's gonna be my stopping power. This right here is the subframe. I brought it up to the shop that I work at. I sandblasted it, powder coated it. I put the new subframe poly bushings in. So this thing's ready to go back in. The only thing I have to do is mock up the new suspension arms. Keep the powder coat color for the differential cover. Isn't that nice? So these are all my suspension arms right here. These are big money, but they're worth it. They're fully adjustable. They have adjustable Heim joints and everything like that. So I have all my suspension arms and drop knuckles. So the whole rear end is going to be basically brand new. So I know you guys have seen the car in the past, and I made like 3 or 4 videos on it, and then I went radio silent like I talked about. But I've done a lot of work to it. And that leads me to the next project, which is the truck. So this is Fred. And that's Bread. Fred is my project truck. Bread is my company work truck. So this used to be a company truck that ended up having a valve train issue. So I bought it from my boss. I get it, it has no bed, it has some rust, and it needs some motor work, but I'm gonna do it. So same as my car, I'm gonna go top to bottom on it, sandblast the frame, paint it, cut off the cab corners, weld on new ones. Same thing right here, rockers, new doors, basically everything. Now I'm actually gonna go backwards and put a 6-liter front end on this thing. It's the same cab, so it should be easy to swap it. Most people take the 6 liters and they go to the newer body style, which is this one. But I'm going backwards because why not? But at the end of the day, it's a low mile diesel. It'll be a fun truck once it's all done. It's gonna need a lot of work, but I'm definitely willing to put that work into it and make it a nice truck. So yeah, I know the truck is pretty rough, and to the average eye, you're gonna look at that and be like, why would you put money into that? But from rust repair, everything like that, I can do all that. Motor work, I can do all that. And if I can motivate myself, I'd love to set up a camera on a tripod and record content while I'm working on these things. Because at the end of the day, my mindset for YouTube has changed a lot. So when I started doing YouTube, my biggest goal is to just blow up on YouTube, get popular, get famous, make money. That's what everyone's mindset is. But now that I have a stable job, I love what I do for a living, and I want to add something else into my life as a hobby, other than all my busy projects. I want to produce content that I can look back on in the future, but also so people can learn and enjoy from. So, if I make a return to YouTube, I'm not going to post every single day. I'd like to start off with maybe every other week and see how I feel about it. Whether it's on the car or truck, I have plenty of content to make off of both of those things. It's just about finding the motivation to set up the camera and do it. And like I said, it's not for clout, it's not for money, it's just for documentation and everyone's enjoyment and learning experience. So, besides all of that, on November 3rd, when Chapter 1 Season 5 comes back, I will be streaming Fortnite. I will be streaming as long as I can that night, and I'm going to try to make it a blast. So if you're watching this, type it in your calendar, because I'll be streaming, and try to join that stream. And other than that, peace.